Hey, what's happening, you guys? How you doing? Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to you. Today we're going to be playing some Project Zomboid. We're going to continue on with our Nomad scenario. We're leaving Rosewood today. Maybe, or maybe not. I don't know. We've been in Rosewood for a couple days, but we'll kind of go into that. Let me see all my lows, and we'll jump right in. Snow Beetle, have I told you how much I appreciate your sponsorship? Thank you. Vaco. By the way, Vaco Plays is a YouTube streamer. He streams Project Zomboid, and you can always check him out. I wish I had a link that I could give you. You could just follow him, but just do a search on YouTube. You'll find him. You will find him indeed. John Sagan Sagnuts, a.k.a. Sagnuts. What's going on? How you guys doing? Excalibur Sword, good to see you, my friend. Yeah, and so I think Sagnuts, who has been with me since I was doing Twitch, asked in the Discord. Well, he didn't ask. He was pondering. He was musing over the fact that I start later now. I used to start at 8:30 a.m. Central Standard Time. Usually, what that entailed was for me I would get up, I would take my daughter to school, and immediately start streaming. And I'd stream for a couple hours, and I'd be done before noon. I started working out. I started doing gym instead early, and that's the reason why we're getting these later starts. Saturday's actually just a bad day for me, so that's the reason why I started. I didn't go to the gym today. I just kind of hung out. Let's go ahead and get started. Wop, it's good to see you. We'll just go ahead and continue on. It's actually going to be a fun run, I think. Hopefully, we won't die to something dumb. Nomad is always is an interesting thing. The idea is we're not going to we can't stay in the same place for more than 5 days. We haven't really stayed in a place for more than 2 days, to be honest with you. I'm eventually going to build stash houses, I think, around here because we're going to run out of room in our car. Art, it's good to see you, my friend. Welcome, my friend. Oh, it's time for us to go to sleep. And I'll show you where we are on the map and kind of go over what we've done so far. I think this is like episode 3 or 4. I can't remember which one it is. At 9:40 in the morning. Let's take a look at the map. All right, so we started right over here. It was a random spawn, hitchhiker scenario, and we wound up spawning right here. We went down here to the crossroads, and everybody mocked me for going there, but we found an ambulance. And that's if you're ever looking for a car, Crossroads is actually a pretty decent chance to find one with the key or whatever. And you can also find other things like gas cans and stuff. We did not find a gas can, but we found a pretty crappy car, but it was a car nonetheless. We are a mechanic, so we drove down here, searched the area for campsites. We found some campsites, so we were able to eat, and then went up into this area. Found a cooler, so we have a water cooler that's kind of stashed over into in our trailer. Fixed the tires on our car, came back down, went all the way down into here. People were telling me I needed to go to March Ridge, which we'll eventually go to. We're just not going to go to it anytime soon. Past March Ridge, came over here, found a generator. We haven't found a book yet. We cleared out all these places looking for a can opener and other items. We really didn't find anything other than canned goods. Ironically, we have not found a can opener yet. It's been a few days. We came down here, hung out down here for a day. Went to the drive-in, went over here, cleared this out. We got lucky and found a katana, and just completely wiped this area out. At least for a second, they all came back, but that's beside the point. We hit video store. Went to the drive-in, found our truck that we were driving right now, and we also found another car that's in great shape. We might end up having to come back and get it. From there, we came here, and we started to get overrun, so we stayed in this area, drove all the way up, went to the gun store, went to the fire station, stayed there for the night, set off in a siren, came around, and there was a big bus that was trapped right here, so we had to go all the way around. We thought this was one of those maps, annotated maps, and there was nothing there. They said they had a go pack, but I guess someone grabbed it, and we cleared out all of this area, went to the bookstore, and now we're right up here in this area. Today, what we're going to do is there's a shed over here that we're going to check out, and then we're going to head further west and see what that leads us. Now, we do have a lot of map mods going on. This is our character right here, by the way. Wade Wagner. High thirst, slow healer, prone to illness, smoker, weak stomach, short-sighted. He has keen hearing, a brawler, outdoorsman, cat's eyes, Speed Demon, Slow Reader, and he is stout. He has killed 826 zombies in 12 days. We've been on this series for 12 days. You can see our long blunt is way up. Our short blunt is way up as well. Our long blade is moving on up. And we are almost to the point where we can actually hotwire cars because we are a mechanic already. So we have level 3 in mechanics and almost level 1 in electrician. What's up, Diamond? How you doing? The Gnome Hunter is back on the road. I know, right? What's today's poll? Let's see. What can today's poll be? I was kind of on the fence about this. I almost had another thumbnail, but I decided not to put it up at the last minute. It was gunplay because I did mention in the last stream that we were going to try to start to work on our gun stuff. Let's see. How about this right here? Let's see. Will we find a can opener today? How about that? Because we've gone for 12 days. We'll do that just for a second. If a more interesting poll comes up, we'll end up doing something else. A good amount of kills. It is. It is. I would like to find herbalist as well. Going for low-hanging fruit, always. Always. So we parked right here because it just seemed like it was going to be too much of a thing. How do I do this? Those must be the guys that followed me around. I am nursing a wound at this point. We have a dirty bandage here. Let's go ahead and remove that. I might walk down the road here. Ah, it's gone. Perfect. Yeah, we'll just take a walk down here. We had nowhere to go anyway. We're nomads, so it's not like we need to. Oh, let's drop some of our stuff. What do we have here? Yeah, we got some books and some pop and stuff. I am going to be hungry here. I'm going to drop that sledgehammer as well. Won't be able to drop it there, but we can drop the trapping 1. We'll drop that as well. Fishing 2. Carpentry 1. Got a book. Get in the car and check this annotated map real quick. Forgot we had one. March Ridge. Blessings for a good son. May it keep you from hell for another while. Oh, we'll definitely have to check that out. Where is... March Ridge. Stick it in our documents case here. Drunks on the can opener crusade. It's always something, ain't it? But it usually is a can opener. Insanely rare loot just really fucks with you, and because we have so many mods on this thing, it means that it has to like compete with the mods as far as things that we can find, which makes it a lot harder. I'm kind of curious if we have grapeseed on this, because that would be right down the road. Doesn't look like we do. Okay. Yeah, we're not going to take this car anyway. Might as well just smash it up. And I'm still heavy. And I'm not going to even bother going in here because that's going to be like our, most of it's going to be like spoiled fruit and stuff, so. It's kind of stupid that you're only on, you can only open a can with a can opener in the game. Yeah, but you know, it is what it is. We'll just work with it. There are mods that you can change that with. Honestly, it's kind of annoying. Here we go. Coming around to make sure that there's not a zombie like that's in my blind spot. We can find a propane torch. That would be awesome too. Nothing here. All right, we're gonna walk up here. We'll stay here for the day. We'll come back. But there's a house. There's a house right over here. Feels like a lot further than what I thought it was going to be. Wonder how many there are in here. Fuck. That guy scared me. Shit, there's a lot of them. Is there like a party in here or something? It wasn't a party until you arrived. I know, justice indeed. God help me. I'll probably start drinking coffee soon. I'm getting sick of the Mountain Dew. Don't drink. You know what they call Mountain Dew in Kentucky? Sagnots. Just in case you're curious. Probably not. I can't remember what they call it, but they call it something that's very derogatory. It implies like it rots your teeth. Mountain, it's like dew mouth or something. Mountain Dew mouth. That's what they call it. I think that's what it's called. We used to mix Evan Williams and Mountain Dew. Oh my God. Why? Sounds terrible. $67. How much does this give me? Like a point and a half or something? It does rot your teeth, as does Dr. Pepper, but I drink it anyways. Yeah, I know, right? It's a choice that we make. Like, it's like I tell my daughter, everything, life has like, actions have consequences, right? And that's one of the consequences. We're going to leave this battery behind. We got way too many batteries at this point. I might go ahead and drop a couple of these as well. Beautiful. Let me go in this closet here and we'll mark this off. So we could go further down here, but we're not. Instead, what we'll do is we'll go back to our place and read a little bit, and then we'll head out. I think maybe we should. While we're walking, let's go ahead and search this time around. Mark it off in the closet. Well, I got in the closet because I didn't want to get completely hosed by some wandering zombie that had happened to walk in that I didn't see. Because we've already been scratched once, and it was because of my own ignorance and negligence, It had nothing to do with my gameplay. Mountain Dew was invented to mix with Southern Comfort. No, that's fake news, man. No way. Like Red Bull and vodka, we call this drink Duracell Bunny. Do people still drink Red Bull? Is that still a thing? I thought that they have Monsters now and things that are big that have much more caffeine than Red Bull. What is this? Caterpillar. Ah, look at that. Level 1 foraging. Come on down, baby. The killer of 90% of Zomboid players. Well, Mr. Simon, the last time that when I got, it was because I was paying more attention to my loot than I was paying to my surroundings. And so something came up behind me when I think I was talking to chat or something. I wasn't really paying attention, right? And it got me. They got me pretty good. Red Bull plus Jaeger. Oh my God, Sunday Topper, stop. Yeah, when last time I took my ABC license in person, we have to take a license. We have to renew our license probably once every 5 years or something like that. But once I took it, right, last time I took it in person, which meant that people talked and stuff like that. They were talking about the signs of of people that just want to get drunk, and there are 3 alcohols that people will ask for if their intent is just to get completely shit-faced. One of them is Everclear 151, which is kind of what you would expect, right? Anybody that wants to drink alcohol with that kind of consistency or they're just looking to get straight fucked up. The other one was Goldschlager. Ah, there we go. That's what I was looking for. The other one was Goldschlager, which is another thing where people just because they like to shoot it, right? I guess that would be Goldschlager. Would also be the cinnamon. I can't remember the name of it, but it's the cinnamon schnapps, right? And the last one would be Jägermeister, because Jägermeister tastes like cough syrup. Why would anybody want to drink it? Fireball. That's it. Oh, look. Put you out of your misery. Fuck. Shit. I'm gonna get off the streets. Just give me a second. Please don't fire at me. What's up, Ian? How you doing? Good morning, good afternoon, good happy Saturday to you. Well, that's kind of anticlimactic. They didn't hover over me or anything. They just flew around to announce that I needed to get off the streets. Not hungry enough yet to eat a cockroach. Sorry. Yeah, we'll stay at this. We'll stay at the house for one more day. Try to finish off one of these books. Was that a zombie? It was a zombie. Didn't see me. Well, hell. Took my, my otherwise peaceful place and kind of turned it into something not so peaceful. Fuck. Don't know if I should stay here. We're gonna go a little bit further over this way. And I am tired. I can't hear anything. Still sporting the cute overalls, I see, but we need to have a talk about your hat. Foraging, electrician. We'll go with foraging 1 first. Try to finish this book out. Can't find good neighbors these days. If they're so dead, why are they still bothering us? I know, right? Still, let's see. Real Darwin, what's happening, man? Real Darwin plays. I'm assuming you're a streamer too, are you? Or you just do VOD work? I am gonna get more into VOD work here soon. I just got to figure out how I'm gonna do it. You know what I mean? The challenge with VOD work, right, for me as a streamer, because, you know, I'm primarily a streamer. I stream, 5 days a week, sometimes 6. And the challenge with that is that that's all my free time, right? Oh, shit, I forgot to record. Give me a second. I'm gonna hit record here. Oops. The challenge with it is that how do I do that? Do I do like an hour? Do I cut an hour off of a stream every day and do an hour like that? Do I cut a day off? You know, do I cut 2 days off? how do you manage that? You know, because like a lot of the VOD streamers that will like stream or VOD players like the Private Limes of the world and stuff, they tend to like they set their priority to VOD work and then do streaming, right? And I go back and forth. I've done this for like so many years. I go back and forth between, because I know that VOD work is important. It's really important now, because I think in August I'm going to lose my job. So I gotta figure out, like, it's like, okay, well, I guess that puts enough fire under my ass, I suppose, to make me really think seriously about what I need to do. But so I'm not real sure. Used to be planning a return sometime this year. Very nice. One day for editing, I would say. I actually have an editor that compiles clips for me. Do you? See, I'm just a broke nobody, man. I can't afford an editor. I mean, I guess I could. You might lose your job. Oh yeah. This so this is what happened, and you know, obviously I'm not. This is okay. So I've kind of known this for a while. Like COVID kind of took like the business, like the business owners away. So before COVID, right? We had a manager. The business owners, one of the owners stayed at the other restaurant, and the other owner just stayed home. He didn't do anything, right? And they hadn't done any kind of restaurant work for like years, with the exception of the one that went to the other thing. So anyway, they came back because they couldn't afford to hire a manager, right? And it's gotten a lot harder for them because they've had to like raise wages and you know, we've changed a lot of like a lot of the prices have changed, so we've gone up a tier and stuff. So it's made it really difficult for them. And so like about 2 years ago, I knew that their lease was coming up. They signed these 5 or 10 year leases, and they weren't sure about like whether they were going to re-sign. I knew that already, but when they came back into restaurant work after being off for so long, they were like, well, you know, they just didn't adjust right. You know what I mean? Like with restaurant work, if something doesn't go wrong daily, then you're not in a restaurant. There's always something that's wrong, whether you're short-staffed, whether computer problems, you know, plumbing problems. It's always something, right? It's just part of being in the restaurant industry. You just kind of like, and you know, if you're in the restaurant industry as a employee, you just deal with it, right? If you're short-staffed, you're like, okay, well, we're short-staffed. What do we do? And you just get through it. Well, because they hadn't been in the restaurant industry for very long, like in the middle of getting their hands dirty, they actually didn't adjust very well. You know, everything sucked. You know, you had an angry customer. You know, you know, like for instance, we do reservations, right? And one of our owners, and I'll never forget this. This is really funny. He was getting really aggravated because on Valentine's Day, people were late for the reservations. This one couple was late 45 minutes, right? The woman was actually there, but the man was late, right? So they were taking up this table. And, the owner, one of the owners, he was at the front door, like greeting people and like moving them to their tables or whatever. And the guy comes in, he tells him, you know, what his name is. And the owner says, you're late. You're like, you have this amount of time. You have 30 minutes to eat, and then you're gonna have to get out. What he told him, or an hour to eat, or something like that. And the guy, like, he was like really bothered by it. And he goes, who do you think you are? I know the owner. That's what he told the owner. Obviously, he knew the other owner. He didn't know this owner. And so the owner that was seating him looked at him, and he goes, I don't give a fuck who you know. And he sat him, and you know, obviously, you know, so that's the kind of thing that we're dealing with. They just don't really have like this customer service thing. It's just kind of like fallen by the wayside because, you know, they're not used to it anymore. And so anyway, long story short, that's a very long. I'm kind of lengthening this out more than I need to, but they ended up. I knew that they were thinking about not re-signing the lease, and the owners don't like each other anymore, and all that stuff. And the hope was that one of the owners would just continue on because it's profitable with one owner, probably not so profitable with two, paying 2 paychecks. So I was hoping that was going to happen. I'm still kind of on the fence on whether that's going to happen or not, but it's probably not. So anyway, last week, one of the manager, the guy that manages is like 3 days a week. He said something to one of the other owners. One of the owners said, "Oh, I'll only have 4 months," and he goes, "As long as the computers last for 4 months and 20 days, we're golden." And so he came to me and asked me about it, and I was like, "That didn't." I was like, "That sounds like a 420 reference." That's what I thought. My initial thought was because I thought their release ended in November, and I was like, "It's 7 months, not 4 months." And anyway, last week, one of the plumbers who does all the commercial property around asked him when they were going to raise the place. When was the last day, basically. And it freaked him out. So he called me, and I called another, one of the people that were at the other restaurant that closed down, but now is now at another place. And I asked him about it because he's friends with one of the owners, real close. And the guy, he was like, "Well, I don't know what to tell you." He's like, "I can tell you this." He's like, "If you need a job, you got one where I work. There's no problem. We'll get you in. You can just tell me what days you want to work, and I'll fit you in. No problem." Obviously I've been in this restaurant for 30 years. I don't want to switch jobs, but that seems like it's going to be. And he thought I was asking if they were closing in March because that's what the manager thought. And I was like, because when he told me that, I was like, well, fuck, March is almost over. You know what I mean? What am I going to do? That kind of a thing. I got to pay taxes next month and all sorts of stuff. But apparently the guy, he told me that it was probably going to be their lease ends at the end of July, I think. So we'll see. Honey Bunny, what's happening? Love working in the restaurant industry, but most management was relatively clueless. I know, right? I had a CVS supervisor tell me once he fired someone knowing full well he didn't have the authority, but the guy believed him and left and never came back. Oh, that's hilarious. Drunk needs money, not work. Yeah, that's right. That's what we all, don't we all? About 25 years ago, I worked in a restaurant for about 10 months. I hated it. Yeah, it's Nathan. It is definitely a. It is a, what do you call it? It's an acquired taste. How far are we along our list? I'm sitting here talking and not paying attention to the game. Almost finished with this book. We'll have this finished by tomorrow. Tomorrow we'll leave. We'll leave here. Let me smoke a cigarette. I probably need to read something. We dropped our book over. Let's go ahead and get the cereal. Go ahead and eat this. Are we underweight yet? Yeah, we're underweight at this point. It is what it is. We'll eat this whole entire thing of cereal. Beautiful. And I'm going to smoke a cigarette. We'll drop this in here. Yeah, so, I mean, the VOD work is a possibility because I've always known that the way to build an audience really is to do VOD work. But, I mean, up to this point, I've been kind of at a weird thing because, obviously, if I want to do VOD work, then I'm not going to be able to stream as much. And I'm more of a streamer than I am anything else. Always a problem. That's a problem, I mean, it just is what it is. Did I really wake up this early? Do I have any... Yeah, I didn't find anything. We'll read the rest of this book and drop it off and head out. We got about 3 hours. Reading in the dark. OnlyFans it is for drunk. Yeah, I'll do like feet pics or something, right? You've been in the same place I have, Nathan. Close to 30 years. Did I finish reading it already? Well, I did. Beautiful. A long time for a restaurant. Everybody's always astounded whenever I tell people that. But I mean, really, honestly, it's just it's really funny. I said it was going to be my last serving job or last restaurant job, and yeah, I guess it's going to be it's not going to be my last restaurant job, It really, in the idea, you would think that a lot of experience would be a good thing, but for a lot of restaurants, especially at my age, it's probably not a good thing. Not as good as what you would think, because they think that we're going to be set in our ways, which it's kind of true. You know, we are going to be kind of set in our ways. Here's some more zombies. I was kind of on the fence. I thought about maybe doing gunplay today, but I think I'm gonna hold off. Set in your ways, but honest and hardworking when you're hardly working. Yeah, it's a thing. Look at all these people. We'll get out of this godforsaken place here shortly. I think that's everybody, isn't it? I mean, they're all over the place. He's got his nightstick. I want it. Few more, maybe we can get out of here. Gotta somehow turn around. How's that gonna work? Oopsie. Got dogs freaking out right now. Give me a second, y'all. Gustavo, what's happening? Confused Beard, it's good to see you. Open up your own project, Drunkoid. Yeah, I'm not going to do that. Okay, we're out of Rosewood. Goodbye, Rosewood. See you later. It's nice knowing you. See what's up here. I should check my hood and make sure that my car is in good shape. You know, you won't find the problem with finding a can opener, little girl, with these loot settings isn't that it's insanely rare loot. It's that I have so many other mods, so it's going to be competing with all the other. The loots are going to be loot is going to be competing with everything else. I'd like to find a like a secluded pond someplace. I don't know where there would be one around here. But a secluded pond to maybe fish. Okay, that's going to take me to the lab, the lab place. I ain't going to go there. There's nothing there anyway. Any special map mods? Yeah, there's Ravens Creek. There's I think that we have the Louisville. We have the airport. There's a lot of mods. I just basically did whatever was on our other server. I think that that's going to lead me to... We're going to jump out here and check this out. This is going to lead to... I don't know what it's going to lead to. Hood is at 26%. See if this hood is any better. It doesn't look like it's going to be. The lug wrench. Nothing in there. One thing that I really love is evolving zombies. Let's see. I don't think it can be, honestly. It said the utility knife. I thought I had a utility knife on me. I bet you it's back here. Let's see. I wonder if the survival knife will work. Let's see if the survival knife will work. Yeah, it won't work. Need a combat knife. I need a multi-tool or a Swiss Army knife, and I have none of those things. Maybe he meant one of the other glove boxes. Yeah, I don't. The multi-tool I don't think is gonna work. But I mean, was there one in here? Not in here. Yeah, there's not anything here. One of the glove boxes. Oh, why are you telling me that? That's like a days ago. I'm probably gonna get tired today because I woke up at 3, but we got coffee that I can take care of that tiredness. Or I mean, obviously we could just camp out. Looks like this is gonna be pretty quiet down here, at least for a second. I say that, and as soon as I say that, jeez Louise. What redstone? Not interested. Honestly, don't think we have enough ammo for us to do anything like that. What do you mean I can't open it? The wrong key. Oh, look, what is this? Crazy. He's got, but not a lot of different settings other than that, I think. Yeah, it's not really. It's very high. I do very high populations. And, yeah, everything else is pretty much set. Respawn's turned off. Insanely rare loot. We probably need to find a stash house if we're going to go after for redstone. That would be the probably a necessary component here. All right, what is this? Don't ask me why I'm doing this. Burn, baby, burn. Disco Inferno. There we go. Seems like the smart thing to do. But I just want to keep them pretty close so that way they don't... if they're going to burn, I want them to burn like real super close. There we go. Catch fire, you bitches. Oh, I'm not going to burn to the ground. Watch. It's not going to be a thing. You'll see. I'm going to show you how to not burn stuff to the ground. There we go. So many zombies, it's making it's messing with the noise. Well, this is one way to kind of get it all taken care of, right? This would have been just too much for me otherwise. There we go. Yeah, the fire went out, but there was enough zombies, luckily for me. For me to be able to just do this right here. Just do a round robin all the way around. As you can see, nothing's burning. None of the buildings are burning. It's because I'm taking really great care of just doing these really tight loops. And to be honest with you, I probably wouldn't have done a burn, but you know, you take what they give you. You know what I'm saying? Better off taking the Ford Taurus wagon, more storage and better overall vehicle than the APC. Really? Pretty much how we're gonna wipe out everybody in this town. It's too easy, man. Too easy. Somebody drunk is gun shy over March Ridge. What about March Ridge? Hold on. Let me get these guys done for, and then we'll take a look at some of these cars and stuff. We'll wrap these guys in here too. Perfect. Sounds like a skill issue, maybe so. I want a long series, man. I don't want to like completely like screw the pooch here, you know what I'm saying? Now, I wouldn't have used fire, but I mean, because they had a campfire in the middle of the road, I was like, well, what the hell? Might as well. The other option would have been like, you know, if I didn't do that, this whole entire area would have been razed very quickly. We did a pretty damn good job here, didn't we? Braden, what's happening, man? Abba, it's good to see you. Abba! All right, the last little vestige here. We did a good job, man. We've like, how many zombies do you think this was? I'm not going to worry about the ones that are creeping back here. We'll go in there to, in a few. Need them to stay off those windows. Thing.
M. Stevens, subscribe to the channel.
M. Stevens, thank you so much. Come on in, take your shoes off, get comfortable. Welcome to the stream, my friend. Welcome, my friend, to the stream. Hope you're doing well on this fabulous Saturday. I wouldn't usually do a burn, but once again, when life gives you lemons, you make a lemonade, right? We win this town, we probably would have wrecked our car beyond belief, and now we're looking like we are in pretty good shape. We're probably in the dead center of town, and we somehow managed to do what we needed to do. And there might actually be some can openers in here on top of that. No can opener. Fuck! What just happened? Wow, how unlucky I got. Wow. How about that for unlucky? That was average luck. I bet there was a can opener in that locker. Fuck me, man. There was absolutely nothing I could have done. You were saying about not getting got. Now, what was the chances of me not getting got on this? Finished a 300-man burn in, well, bathroom horde, even if it wasn't the bathroom. What the hell was that? I didn't open the door. I didn't even open the door. You can check it out. They just busted it down just as I walked past it. I was getting ready to open the door. I did not get a can opener. How many zombies were in that little room? SQTQ TK Grizzly, this was the last of Wade of Wade that we'll see. I feel bad, man. Wow. That was absolutely insane. We're gonna do another Nomad run. We're gonna do another Nomad run because I want to continue on with that. A lesson learned from there was 4 zombies in that room. Respawn and randomize. Wow, that was crazy. Well, so much for doing a VOD for this, huh? I mean, I guess I could. 5, whatever. Then fresh start tomorrow. Yeah, probably. We'll probably do a fresh start tomorrow. I might look and maybe do a girl run this time. See if we get lucky. You phased through. Oh, did I phase through? Wow. Well, all right. I guess this is where we stop because I don't like to do start new stuff. An hour in. You do VODs on how you die a lot. Maybe I could do that. Get your brain can opened at least. I hate it when the kind of crap time. Man, remember when the same surprise crap can happen with the car door, Windows 2, even when the door is certain to be shut. It sucks. This was going to be a good run. I thought for sure maybe I should just not stream on Saturdays. Why? Or Sundays. Seems like my weekdays are much better than my weekends. My weekends, I guess I'm just groggy and slow or something. Slower, I don't know. It was good to see you, my friend, even if it was only for a bit. Dragonus, I know, right? Do a quick one. Come on now. I don't like to start new stuff. Tomorrow, if we do stream, and I'm probably am going to stream, we will probably stream RimWorld. I'm thinking I'm gonna check out some of the 1.5 stuff. Overconfidence. It wasn't overconfidence. I literally, I just wasn't expecting there to be that many zombies in one room. And I was actually caught up in everything. Well, you guys have a great Saturday, and I'll see y'all probably tomorrow. Mañana, my friends. Mañana. On the flip side, fuck shizzle. Thank you so much. If you guys can, give this thumbs up on your way out, and we'll do the next Zomboid run will still be a Nomad run because I just really like the idea of doing them. See you guys later.